something. So like you can see, like I keep three purples on my palette pretty much all the time. This is Dioxine Purple mixed with a little bit of white. This purple in its pure state does tend to be kind of come across as black. This is Quinacridone Violet, which is a wonderful color. And then this is Ultramarine Violet. You know, all three are great colors, like Ultramarine Violet. And so like I can mix my lilac colors with those. So like I have Ultramarine Violet mixed with a little bit of Permanent Rose. Will give me that color, which is like very close to some of the darker colors of the lilacs. And then, you know, if I lighten it, it becomes a little bit better. And then the way you know, you can then take the ratios and push it more purple or push it more red, rose, depending on how you want. Take Ultramarine Violet and Alizarin Crimson. And it also creates a really nice lilac color. It's a little bit desaturated, just because that's kind of how the permanent alizarin crimson mixes. And then adding more white, you can, you know, it becomes that really nice dusty lilac color. You can do the same thing with Quinacridone Violet, with Permanent Rose. It creates a really nice, that's this one with Permanent Rose. You can also take Quinacridone Violet with Permanent Alizarin Crimson. And it creates that, which is also a really nice color. Really nice. And then, you know, you can add more white to these mixtures. And if you add more white, it shifts. There we go, with it shifting now. And then you can do, you know, you can do similar with Dioxine Purple, Alizarin Crimson. Oops, I did it. It's in the wrong spot. It's supposed to be over here. Shoot. It's supposed to be actually over here. That's like Dioxine Purple and Alizarin Crimson. Oops. Oh well.
Liz, you ever use Cobalt Violet? This is Patsy.
I don't, because Cobalt Violet is an extremely expensive pigment, and it actually doesn't mix well with other colors. It's a color that that doesn't mix as well as these three pigments do. So I used to, like in 2014, 2015, I did a lot of exploration with Cobalt Violet. And what I discovered is that it wasn't as versatile because it's opaque. And so it's not as versatile as these three purples to have on your palette, because these three purples are transparent. And I find that when I need purples, I need them to be pretty transparent. So, okay, so like those are my, views, starting with, that's Dioxine Purple. That's these mixtures with Permanent Rose, Permanent Alizarin Crimson. This is Quinacridone Violet with Permanent Rose and Permanent Alizarin Crimson. And then this is Ultramarine Violet with Permanent Rose and Permanent Alizarin Crimson. However, so say you don't have all these violets, but most of you guys have Viridian on your palette. Because that is like that's a such a versatile color. So you can mix purples with Viridian. So Permanent Alizarin Crimson with Viridian gives you, I'm going to do this one, gives you this color right here. And yes, it's a little bit, that's a more red mixture. And then if you go, and then this is it when you go a little bit more green. So it is a more desaturated color. Then when you lighten it, this is the more green mixture. And then this is the more red mixture. So it doesn't quite get you the vibrancy as those purple colors do, but in a pinch it works. Now here's also Permanent Rose with Viridian. And this is the more red mixture. And then if you make it just a wee bit more green, this is the more green mixture. You add white to it. That's also a really good color. And then like when you take the more red mixture of Permanent Rose with Viridian, you get that, which is nice. Then then there's Cobalt Green by Winsor Newton, which is that color, and then also Cobalt Turquoise. So then you can take, gotta squeeze out more Permanent Alizarin Crimson. Then you take Cobalt Turquoise with your Permanent Alizarin Crimson. And then this is the more red mixture. This is the more turquoise mixture.
Elizabeth, this is Candace. I have a question.
Yeah.
Would it be fair to say that like using the Viridian mixture or even the one you're demonstrating now might be like really good for a shadow? I mean, is that too programmatic? It's relational.
It is actually, these are the colors I use a ton in shadows for flowers. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, totally. And that's one of the reasons why I'm demonstrating this, is because you can get such a nice variety of colors.
Yeah.
with this. So this is my permanent rose and cobalt turquoise mixture. And then, so this is the more red mixture. And then this is the more like blue mixture. And then you add more white to the mixture. And then this is what it kind of, how it shifts.
Oh, wow.
And then if you take the more red mixture, it shifts to this. I use these colors a lot. The violet colors when I'm painting lilacs, and like come summertime, purple cone flower babies, you know what I mean? Like, that's where, that's, I mean, I'm going to use my violets, and everything, but there's always multiple ways to get to that color mixture that you want. You might have to sacrifice a little bit of saturation and a little bit of color accuracy, but you can usually get very close to what you need. And I just wanted to take a moment today and demonstrate that.